did you first get into merchanting?
Well, I got into merchanting. I had to find something to do after I left prison. No, seriously. I had a friend that joined a merchanting company in South London, and he rang me to say they were looking for somebody else for the castings department. I put my name forward, and 2 weeks later I was working for the General Iron Foundry Company, which was part of Nichols and Clark. I've been fortunate that at the time when my career started to take off, we were, Alan Peterson had come in and started to consolidate the industry. We bought Harcross and we bought Graham's very quickly. I was in a very good place to go through the ranks. I was willing to take on more and more. We were growing rapidly. And having taken on more, of course, you've got to make sure it works and it pays and that you show the capability. And as for advice to give to anyone starting out in a career route, my advice would be simple: is just to shout as quickly and as early as you can and go for it as quickly and as early as possible. I probably should have been starting to move up 5 years earlier than I did, but as I say, it was made easier by the fact that we were buying and therefore spaces were created. What does the future hold for the merchant sector? I think it's interesting times. I think you've got private equity money coming in at quite a rate. Merchants like MKM, Hughes Gray, good models expanding. We've got the growth of the independents, which I think is good for our industry. So I think at the moment our customer base is strengthening. People are doing up their houses rather than moving. DIY is on a decline. So I'm quite optimistic about our industry. But I think the merchants have to be on their game. History tells us they will be, and they are. If they continue, it should be very healthy. Well, winning an award is a real highlight for my career and for my life. I mean, to get the recognition from your industry is incredible and wonderful and very humbling. And you know, I've seen various people take to the stage on this award, and I'm admired them all greatly. And if I can stand in that company, I'm honoured. So it means the world. What does the future hold for me? Well, I suppose if you're a cynic, you know, other bits of me will start to drop off and not work, and eventually I'll crumple up and die. If I'm maybe a little bit more positive, I think I still have a lot to offer people that I work with. I want to see them grow. I have a lot to offer, I think, in wider society, and I would like to give a little bit back. I see people doing so many good things in other fields. I wouldn't mind doing some of that. And eventually, who knows, I might one day live to see Everton win the Premiership. Then we really will know that dreams come true.